My gosh, there's a lot of misinformation, just outright AI garbage on Facebook. And I want to go through two examples here. And I know they're basic, but it just shows why it's important to be very skeptical about what we're finding online, especially places like Facebook, because it is so much misinformation. And if they're going to fake little insignificant things like this, what else? And I like to use these examples because they're so easy to show. A little different here where it's not necessarily that the picture is AI generated, although it's possible, but the misinformation is right here. And if I wasn't living in Arizona for 30 years, I might have taken this as true. Again, this is just a cautionary tale, why it's important to be very cautious about the information that we're getting online. And this level creator 1. All right. The Roosevelt Lake Bridge along Highway 188 in Arizona is an architectural marvel and a scenic highlight spanning the Roosevelt Lake. This elegant arch bridge, you can see the problem right there, right? Arch bridge, all right, offers stunning views of the lake and the surrounding Tonto National Forest. As one of the longest two-lane single-span steel arch bridges in North America. Two-lane, single span. It provides both a vital transportation route and a and a picturesque. There's your AI there. Well, not necessarily. Picturesque, a transportation and picturesque spot for photographers and travelers exploring the natural beauty of Arizona. Which Arizona, of course. I love Arizona. I love the. Yeah, it's just the most beautiful places in the world. It only needs the redwoods to be perfect. It's obvious that this is someone who's familiar with the area. See, if you got to know, you have to know already what you're looking at so that you can spot this is not real. This is not what it purports to be. No, I've lived out here since 1993, and I didn't actually get to the Roosevelt Lake until this year. So I can actually tell you from personal firsthand experience. See, we'll pull that up here. There we go. You can see this is Payson. I actually went to Payson after this. Went to Strawberry. Love that area. And I was able to convince my wife that we'll go and we'll take we'll take an hour or so out of the way and we'll actually see the Roosevelt Lake Bridge. And so this is on 188. I don't think I need the volume there. There, that's the actual bridge. Well, you can see that's the actual bridge. And of course, there is the Roosevelt Lake right there. Payson. Yeah. This is, you can see it's more active. And there's the Roosevelt Dam. And now we are going, and it gives me an opportunity to show this video where I didn't get a chance to do that before. We're actually going over the bridge. We're going back to the 87 to go to Payson and Strawberry. So that is the actual Roosevelt Bridge. So there it is there. You can tell yeah. So that, no. I mean, no. That's a hard no. It's not actually necessarily a picture of a fake play or just a made-up AI kind of thing. There actually is a real... Let's see what we got there. Yeah, that's the actual Navajo Bridge. Now, that's what, obviously, we think that... it's pretty much... Yeah, I think it's... I got it in the right direction, too. A lot of the pictures were from the other side, we were taken from that side. So it's the Navajo Bridge in the Grand Canyon. It is absolutely 100% not the Roosevelt Highway 180. I think I showed that in the video. I think I showed that in my video. Payson, well, maybe we could do. Yep, there we go. Whoa! Oh, but I had that stop. We'll do. Yes, there you go. North 188. And you can see Highway 88. Yeah, that's not even close. Of course, a quick DuckDuckGo or Google search will show you the same thing. If you see something like that claiming to be the Roosevelt Lake Bridge, you could just do a search. You could see if it is fake or not. The next one is this abomination. And it's an abomination because it's not correct information. Not necessarily that, of course, that the picture. Now, I want to show you the picture first. And it may be AI enhanced, but it is of a real place. But it is not what's being described up here. Mogollon Rim. Yeah, I can pronounce that. Payson, Arizona, which is where I went after my trip across the Roosevelt Lake Bridge. The Mogollon, you can see MD, Munir, Hassan. I grew up in Arizona. Well, anybody who's grown up in Arizona is going to know this is not real. Well, this is not accurate. It's not accurate. The Mogollon Rim, a stunning geological formation in Arizona, extends approximately 200 miles through the central part of the state, with Payson as one of its key access points. And I love Payson. Named after Spanish explorer Juan Ignacio Mogollon, the rim features dramatic cliffs and dense forest. That is true. Showcasing the region's rich biodiversity. Historically, it was inhabited by Native American tribes, including the Apache and the Navajo, who relied on its resources. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the area attracted settlers and became known for its timber and ranching industries. Today, the Mogollon Rim is a popular destination for outdoor enthusiasts, offering hiking, camping, and breathtaking views, while its historical significance and natural beauty continue to draw visitors year-round, that's true. This is not the Mogollon Rim. This isn't even close. Now, as I mentioned in a previous video, the big clue here is, if you live out here and you know anything about it, and this is actually Apache Junction, and this is actually the 88, not the 188. This is what you can actually take to get to the Roosevelt Lake Bridge. I took the 87. But the big thing the first thing that should jump out at you are these massive saguaro cactus or cacti. This is obviously the Sonoran Desert. It is not the Mogollon Rim, which the Mogollon Rim averages about 6,000 feet in elevation. It's mountain. It's the rim. It's the southern edge of the Colorado Plateau. And so this is not that far from me. I can actually see part of this from my house. This is the Superstition Mountains. This is the Apache. This may be the Apache Trail, or it could be another local road there. It's probably the Apache Trail, though, if it's a real picture. And I know this because it's one of my favorite spots. I did Flatiron. We climbed to the top of Flatiron last year, which was amazing. So I'm very familiar with this. I see this almost every single day. And if we go to a video that, well, actually for this channel, 202 views, that's not too bad. I'm actually very close. This is the Apache Trail behind me. And I'm very close to the location of where this picture was probably taken. So we'll take a look. One more hike that I can get in. So this, we don't need to hear that. Apache Trail, and it is a scenic byway. So if you see that right there, boom. That okay. So you can see over here we've got a massive saguaro over here. It's the Superstition Mountains, which great place to visit. I mean, I love going there. In fact, in fact, if you go, I do get to the Hackberry Stream Trail, so you can see that on the channel. Not obviously not the Mogollon Rim. So if we want to see what the Mogollon Rim looks like, we could just do a quick search and yeah, there you go. You're not going to see any saguaro cactus. You're not going to see saguaro cactus when you're on the Mogollon Rim. I mean, that is definitely a no-brainer. But you can see just a very quick Google search. We can see what the Mogollon Rim looks like. It's mountain. It's not desert. So not all of Arizona is desert. The middle section there, the transition region, not desert, and you definitely will not see saguaro cactus like that. So yeah, we just have to be very, very cautious. I think everything that we see, especially on Facebook, should be taken with a grain of salt. Do some other research, do some other searches. DuckDuckGo is much better than Google, in my opinion. So just do a search, because if you don't live in the area like this, like me, or if you're not familiar with the material that's being presented, then you may not be able to recognize that it's actually misinformation.